Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here to do a video because a lot of people have asked me, and it's about what having Coney Barrett in the Supreme Court means for women in the US. And so yes, people have asked me to do this, but I've also had a few sort of awarenesses or psychic flashes coming through, and on the day she was confirmed, it just struck me, she's not the person that people think she is. And I was sort of thinking about that for a day or two. And then yesterday, when a matter came up about a court case in Pennsylvania regarding accepting from that case, okay? I guess she's doing that because it's well in hand, in play, that case, and now she's come in and she doesn't want to join in the middle of that case and have to pick things up and try and understand fully what's going on. And so she's recused herself. So I really think this woman is a woman, although she's very conservative, I feel like she will stand her ground and will not allow people to run all over the top of her, okay? But let's have a look at what the cards have to say. And you'll see here that it's a 5-card spread. Okay, so not a great big huge number of cards, because I actually get visions, and so I'll have a vision before I turn the card over. Okay, if you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. And I also have a new channel, and I'll leave the link below in the description, Truth Reality You. You might like to pop over there as well. Okay, so the first card for Coney Barrett and her future on the Supreme Court, what it means for women in the US. Okay, I'm going to go with that card there. And I close my eyes now, and what do I see? Okay, so I see the sun. So she's actually very happy to have obtained this position. It's like a feeling of comfort and security. And no doubt she was comfortable and secure before in her previous work. However, I just feel that she's very happy about this, and she feels like she can really serve the public in some way. So let's have a look at the card. The card that comes up is very interesting. It's the 6 of Pentacles. This is about money. Okay, so no doubt, I mean, I don't know her financial situation, but this is about juggling money coming in. She probably will get more money as a result of this appointment, but it's also money going out. And so there's a rearrangement of her finances. I also feel that she could relocate or do something with real estate, some sort of real estate deal. Maybe she buys a new house, but not straight away, maybe in a year or two. Okay, so that's down the track. So money coming and going. But this is also about possessions, and it is also can be your value systems as well. And on that, I feel with her values that her core beliefs are going to change in this role. I feel like she's going to become more inclusive and understand diversity, more so than what she already has in her previous work. And there seems to be a softening with her over the years. So, you know, not in the past, but in the future years, I feel like she's going to understand things at a much greater depth than what she has previously. So although she is a challenge to the women's movement, and especially around terminations and abortions, in many respects she's not the person that people think she is. Okay, let's have a look here at card number 2, Coney Barrett. Okay, we're going to go with that one there. Closing my eyes now, and what do I see? Yes, so again, it's about doors opening up, and so new opportunities. I feel like there's lots of new opportunities. So with this position, it's not just how it appears on the outside, on the external, but there's lots of new opportunities as well. I feel like she's, going back to the money side of things, I feel like she's diversifying her portfolio, her financial investments and things like that as well. And because of this position, she's going to meet new people who can actually help her in lots of different ways, including financially. I'm not saying there's anything untoward. I'm just saying she's mixing in circles with people who have knowledge. I'm not saying insider trading or anything like that. I'm just saying they have knowledge that the general person doesn't have, and that will help her in all sorts of ways. The card that comes out is the Ace of Pentacles, which is about money again, and it's like being handed to her from Spirit a new opportunity financially. And it could even be with real estate. As I mentioned before, she relocates, she makes money on her old house or something like that. There's a bower of trees, so a lot of growth and expansion around her, and some blue skies. I see some mountains which were challenges. She's had to overcome a lot of challenges to get to this position. I felt like there's a sort of undercurrent of people who didn't want her. Men in the Republican Party, for some reason they didn't want her. I don't know why. I think she's probably very conservative. You think she'd be ideal for getting the woman's vote, but maybe they just don't want another woman in the Supreme Court. I don't know the reason there. However, there are people that do want her, and that's why she's there. So she's got a brand new start financially there. And looking at the next card, okay, position number 3, and we want to know what she means for American women. Okay, going with that card there, closing my eyes. What do I see? She's very assertive. I see somebody putting their foot down. Okay, so enough is enough. So she takes no prisoners, and by that I mean if people are sort of going on with stuff that's sort of, not really true, and they're sort of around the edges of something but not really hitting the nail on the head, she's going to speak up and say what she really thinks. So it is challenging if matters go to court that affect the average woman and she doesn't agree, especially abortion. I think that is going to be something that she's going to stick with. But I also feel around people of colour in the future that she's going to have a softer approach as well. So it's like a mixed bag there. The card that comes up is the Three of Swords. Okay, all about making decisions. Very good at analysing. She's got a highly analytical mind. She's been hurt in love in some respect. But, who hasn't? That's quite normal, isn't it? Sadly, these days. And so, yes, a lot of decisions. The other thing I get about her is she's a very hard worker. I understand, I don't know anything about her other than she's a Catholic and she's got 5 children. I don't know how old they are or anything like that. But I just feel she's a very hard worker. So she will really analyse all of the precedents and things like that regarding cases, and mostly she will keep her personal beliefs out of her judgments. Abortion, I question that though. Okay, what does it mean for the average woman? I don't think they're necessarily worse off in most cases apart from abortion. So in other cases, and with this softening I feel around her in the future, that's not going to happen in 5 minutes. It could be, over the years that there's a softening around her. So she could actually help some people. Okay, let's have a look. Question, we're up to the 4th card. Okay, the 4th card, what does she mean to the average American woman? Chuck Schumer, I think it was saying that it's a dark day for democracy. Look, yes and no. I see, when I say that, I close my eyes, I see clouds in the sky like storm clouds. And yes, that is dark, but it's not totally dark. Could be worse. Put it that way, it could be worse. The card that comes up is the Page of Wands. Okay, pages I always think of as good news. They bring news. She means business, but there's growth and opportunity there as well. I feel like she's growing as a person, and she's going to grow into this position. Her chakras are opening up. Okay, this shape here is like this triangular shape is like the symbol of the chakras, and so she's going to open up in herself as never before, and she's going to develop a much fuller comprehension of how the average person lives and what they think and what they do and all of the pressures that the average person is under, including American women. She's very good at speaking her mind, and she will speak out. She'll take action. And I think in many respects she'll be fair, but not necessarily in everything. And looking at the last card for what Amy Coney Barrett means for the average woman in America. Let's see, go with that one. Closing my eyes now. What does she mean? Okay, so I close my eyes, I see the night sky, I see the stars, and they're all twinkling very brightly, and they're very, very large. So stars are normally good signs. They're usually like portents and signs of good news coming. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing around her. I don't think it's going to be as bad as people think the situation is going to be. Okay, so we've got the Five of Swords. It's about domination and control. You know what? I know people are afraid of this with her. This is what she needs to be afraid of. She's got people there that are not in her corner, and they'll be trying to dominate and control her. And you know what's going to happen? She's going to go the opposite way. So it's almost like I'm watching at the moment The Good Fight, and I think it's series 4. And anyway, it's about judges being dominated and controlled by, what do they call it, the Office of Legal Counsel, which is a bit like the DOJ, and they're being dominated, and it's a bit like that. I feel like people are trying to dominate her. They think because she's a woman they can. That's what they're thinking. They're going to find a different sort of person. She's not going to be, you know, it might start off like this where she's dominated initially, but this is going to bring more out of her, okay? So her worldview is going to grow substantially, and she's going to understand what it feels like to be dominated by the justice system or the legal system in the US, as many people already know what that feels like. She's going to feel it too. Now, I'll just close my eyes to see what else I can see around her. Okay. Justice Amy Coney Barrett, what do I see? All right, so I've got a lot of silver, so there is quite a feminine energy there. So she does have this sort of delicate balance between male and female, but I can see all this silver, and it's like initially she might have some silver chains around her, but I see diamonds as well. So this is a very high vibrational energy, and it's through stress and pressure and heat that that's how the diamonds are formed. And so she's been through a lot. Look, there's a soft side with her. I see her blowing a kiss. So as far as her family goes, she's soft, you know, it's like she's saying goodbye to her kids or something like that. And so yes, there's definitely a soft side there. I see it's like a conveyor belt, and then a pair of scissors stabbing into like a newspaper, and she's cutting something out, stabbing that in. So that all this news, she's going to be in the news, okay? But what's this stabbing with the scissors into the newspapers as it comes off the conveyor belt? Maybe there'll be some stories or something about her that she'll get taken out. She'll have them retracted, or maybe something like that. I really don't know what that image means, but we can expect more news about her most certainly. But the scissors into the conveyor belt, into the newspapers on the conveyor belt, I don't know what that means. Cutting something out. The other thing I see is a lot of coins around her. Yes, that can be money. However, I feel they're silver coins, and so I feel it's great change around her. So I feel that how she's been in the past, she's not going to be like that in the future. Only her very, very core beliefs I think she'll hang on to, but I think we'll see a much fairer, considered side to her character than what's been in the past. And she takes this position extremely seriously. I see a lot of like rings on her fingers. Like spiritually, she is connected. She's not, she's not a heathen, or she's not an atheist. And I did hear she was a devout Catholic. I think that's true in the sense of, yes, there's some spiritual evolution going on here and some advancement. So she will be, especially being the way she is, she will be taking on the opinions of other people and the understanding of other people. More than ever before. So although there's some issues with her, she's not the person that the Republicans think she is. And she will be her own woman, and she will not allow other people to dominate her or to try and tell her what to do in her cases. Okay, so I just want to reassure you on that point, although it's not ideal, in some people's minds that she could put the women's movement back a long way. There's a definite broadening in her spirituality to include diversity and women. Okay. All right, so sort of half good news there, I'm pleased to say. It's not as bad as it could be. Okay, so thanks for following me. If you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. Don't forget to check out my new channel, Truth, Reality and You. I'll leave the link down below in the description. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and I shall see you again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.